what do we do? Hello, hi everyone. I think I have an idea. If you, well, the ancient Greek says never discuss your business with anyone. So I know some parts of my life not to discuss it with anyone, because no matter how hard you try to keep your secrets, if you say something to only one person, then everybody knows. No matter how you trust the other person, secretly it's gonna whisper to another one, somebody else. Like a few weeks ago, someone had a problem. Okay, let's put it this way: have a problem. And I asked what the problem is, and say it's just a family matter, she doesn't talk about it. Well, ding, 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 ding. A week later, somebody calls me, they know I'm up early, called me 4 a.m. in the morning. She said, I know what happened. I said, what do you mean you know what happened? So she told me the whole story. How the hell she find out, I don't know. But I know one thing: if one know, nobody know. If two know, the whole town know. So don't discuss your business with anyone. This happened since the ancient time, which is, I'm gonna say it in ancient Greek language, and then I'm going to translate it. Who says, pay attention, ta eniko mi enzymo. Ta eniko mi enzymo. Who means never discuss your business with anyone. Telling your secrets, but telling, you know, the old Greeks who discuss their business, telling their secrets, whatever, war starts, empires falling, everything. So I thought I should share this with you, and I'm sure you know that, but just be careful what you say, who you say it to, who you talk to. For instance, I had a friend, married couple, friends, they're both dead now, they were older, and the wife keeping the secrets, okay, but the husband, the minute he hears something, I swear you don't need a newspaper, you don't need the TV, you don't need nothing. He just go out and blubber his mouth, you know. So, and she said, why can you keep it down? Just don't say anything, and that was family matters, you know. Sometimes, not all the time, you want to keep this to yourself. So I'm just saying, be careful who you're talking to. Like I said, if one knows, nobody knows. That's say, if you know and you don't want to say that to nobody, you don't say it. Nobody will know. If two know, the whole town know. Trust me, it will go like this, like a running water, like a waterfall. That's what I know. That's what my experience is. So, there it goes. So just, if you don't want anyone to know your business, don't say it to nobody. Maybe sometimes it's hard. Maybe you have something good. Maybe you discovering something and you share your happiness with someone, and that someone gets jealous or can keep the secret and go out and steal your business, steal your secret just like that. Somebody else copy that, and then all your hard work is gone. So, what do you think, Angelo?
This is exactly my attitude with you. It's why I don't tell you things, and I try not to tell you things, because immediately you take them around, other people hear about them, they get ruined. Yes.
Oh, I don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah, you do. And you criticize stuff I do. But I've heard from other people too, the most bizarre wrong version of like something I told or a conversation or just an exchange with someone, and then I hear back from someone else something totally different.
Yes,
or
that's true.
When I got my first job after I was sick for 9 months, I was at a kitchen in a restaurant. I was a prep cook for 1 week. It was really fun. I loved it. I was working with friends there, 2 guys that I knew. One of them, I should have known better than to tell him. He fucking blabbered on me. I told him how I'd been sick for 9 months and I had vertigo while I was sick, extreme vertigo, like I would get really dizzy. For some fucking reason, he told this to the guy who took over the kitchen after the executive chef ran away because his boyfriend kept disappearing for days at a time and they got in arguments and the executive chef couldn't take it, so he ran away to New York.
Okay.
Now, what? I didn't even get to the part where the secret got out.
I didn't know that. I thought you finished.
What's wrong with you?
Okay.
What was the secret there?
Let me do
What did I hear? They got out.
Facelift, okay?
I told him about my vertigo, my friend. Then, like, fucking, the guy who took over the kitchen looked at me. He was a coward about it. He was like, yeah, I heard you have vertigo, so, yeah, it's kind of dangerous if you're working with a knife, so, I'm letting you go. I said, what? Are you kidding? Like, I'll get a doctor's note. He wasn't ready for that. He was like, I don't know. He's shrugging his shoulders. I wish I knew better to tell him, like, wait, you can't fire me because you heard I'm sick. What does that mean? And you actually gave me the reason you heard I'm sick? I'm pretty sure that's got to be some, you know, a lawsuit, potentially, even though at that point I wasn't even on their payroll. I was just getting paid directly from the GM or something. But for him to say that, it was so cowardly. I should have confronted him on it better. And he still, even though it was so dangerous, he still let me finish the day. What he really wanted was, he wanted to hire all his dumbass friends, and including this one guy who kept bragging about how he would hook up with married women. I lost that job after a week.
Okay.
I was finishing my shifts early because I was working so quickly.
Also, yeah, I want to say, if anything bugs you or anything, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah.
Do not
truth.
say anything to anybody. I have a friend. You know her, but we're not going to mention her name. You tell her something, and then she turns around and she says, oh, did you hear that? And she makes something else out of it. Don't say nothing, no matter how well you know. If you have something very, very important, I'm talking about the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're planning to do something bad. Oh, no, not that. The good stuff, something about your life, something you don't want anybody to know, like, I don't know, whatever. You love life or whatever it is. Just keep it to yourself. You're better off not to say nothing, but to have 10 people discussing you, talking about you. I missed something. I have a mail and I put something aside and I should have opened it right away, which is remind me something. But it's okay, it wasn't that important. If you get your message, your mail, your message, check them right away. You remember history, on Troy fell, what happened, Odysseus came up with this story, you know, what do you call oh my God, the wooden horse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Trojan horse.
The Trojan horse. And someone find out about Odysseus' plans. So after everybody, the Greeks hide in on the Trojan horse, and the other ones, they went across and they tell the king, the Troy king, the king of Troy, okay, we're giving you the horse as a gift and everything. Somebody find out and sent a letter to the leader. But everybody's so happy, they were dancing and drinking, everybody was so drunk. So the letter went in, they delivered it to him, and he said, all the important can wait tomorrow. But when he opened the letter, it was too late, you know? It was too late. Because if you know the story, I'm sure you do, after everybody was drinking, dancing, because the war was over supposedly, the Greeks were hiding on the wooden horse, Trojan horse, they came out, they set the signals, the fires. The other one across the water, they saw them, they came in and killed everybody. I mean, you know, destroy everything. And the war was over, which is fine. That happened 4,000 years ago, whatever it is. But I'm just saying an example. Check your messages and check your mail, because you never know what you're missing. And junk mail, just throw it away. But I want to say, sometimes we have examples from thousands and thousands of years ago, which means a lot, because these people, they went through this. So, don't discuss your business if you don't want anybody to know, and don't wait to read the important news tomorrow. You never know what you're gonna miss. Read it today. But for the what do you call that? For the people in Troy to read the message the next day, it was good for us because we finished the war. But look what happened. So, like I said, all these philosophers, all these old people who came up with these examples, they know something. So listen and just keep that in mind. That's all I say. If you don't want anybody to gossip about you, don't tell your business to nobody, especially to Greeks and Italians. Anyway, we don't do it in a bad way. It's just
I know how you do it. That's why I don't tell you things. And I always regret it when I do tell you things.
Anyway, so that's all I have to say today. It's a beautiful day. Oh my God, it's nice, cool breeze. I come across sometimes to people who they brag about themselves. Okay, it's good to brag about your kids and stuff like that, but too much is just too much. Like, I'm rich and they work for $13 per hour. If you're rich, why you working? So, to make the long story short, oh, I gotta get this out. To make the long story short, it's just that people, they can't stand to say, I'm rich, I have this, I have that. And even if you don't say something, it speaks for itself. If you're rich, wealthy, it will show. If you're middle class, it will show. So what we say in Greece, my grandmother used to telling me, and all the old folks, they say, listen, pay attention to this. If you hear too much fruit in the tree, get a small basket, because usually it's nothing there. Did you get it? If you hear is too much fruit in the tree, well, I get a small basket, because it's usually nothing there.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. So keep that in mind. If somebody bragging, and you get tired to hear, maybe one time, few times, several times, it's okay to hear, but over and over and over again is just a little bit too much. So keep that in mind. You know, things come into my mind, and you lose your old people. That generation, it goes, it's not coming back. The only thing we have left is the memories from them, the good days, even the bad days, but it's all good. If you put the good and the bad together, you mix it, you make a sandwich, okay, it's good. So I'm just saying, to the old folks, hold on a little longer, because we can't afford to lose you. You know so much more than we do. So and life is very precious. Take care of yourselves, eat the right food, so you take your medication, whatever it is, so you live longer, because we need you. We need you. Besides, you lose your life, you can never get it back. So we just need you. This is special to the old folks who have the longest experience in life. That's all I have from grandparents, great-grandma. They were telling me things which is right here. I don't even have to write it down. It just stays with me. That's all I can say. And I have a reason to say that right now. But I'm not going to get into it, because it's getting very painful. So some other time. Let's leave some for later. Okay, with this note, we're gonna say bye for now. Yasu, yasas. Yasas, which means bye. Actually, yasu means hello and bye and everything. So, what's that, end? I don't know. We'll talk again soon, and we're gonna put some recipes up. Bye-bye, everybody. Lots of love to everyone.